the information about electron in an atom is known as quantum number. What are quantum numbers? Quantum numbers are set of values. Values only. Okay, set of numbers only. It gives the complete information about. It gives the information about electron. There are 4 quantum numbers: principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number, and spin quantum number. Magnetic and spin quantum number. The solution of Schrodinger wave equation gives these first 3 quantum number, and the last spin quantum number is arises due to the spinning of electron around its own axis. Okay, quantum numbers. What are quantum numbers? These are set of values. It gives the information about electron in an atom. There are 4 quantum numbers: principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number, spin quantum number. These 3 come from this Schrodinger wave equation. The solution of Schrodinger wave equation gives these 3 quantum numbers: principal, azimuthal, and magnetic. This is due to the spinning of electron. This quantum number is due to the spinning of electron. Now let us see one by one. First quantum number, principal quantum number. This number is this is denoted by the letter N. Principal quantum number denoted by the letter N. It gives the energy level. It gives the energy level of electron. Energy level in which the electron is revolving around the nucleus. Okay. With the help of this quantum number, we can find the place of electron where it is revolving around the nucleus. Okay. It gives the energy level. Energy level. Electron is revolving in which energy level. It gives the information about what? Energy level. And this principal quantum number can have some values. That is, n is equal to n is principal quantum number. N have values 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it represents, if n is equal to 1 means it represents, it already told this energy level. So it represents K shell. K shell or K energy level. K energy level. And n is equal to 2 means L energy level. And n is equal to 3 means M energy level. N is equal to 4 means N energy level. Okay. It represents the energy level. If n is equal to 1, it represents K energy level. N is equal to 2, it represents L energy level. It represents to 3 means it represents M, and n is equal to 4 means it represents N energy level. Okay. That means if n is equal to 1 means the electron is revolving around in the K shell. N is equal to 2 means the particular electron is revolving around in the L shell. N is equal to 3 means the particular electron is revolving around in the M shell. This is nucleus, the first shell n is equal to 1, second shell n is equal to 2, third shell n is equal to 3. Here this is K, n is equal to 1 means K shell, n is equal to 2 means L shell, n is equal to 3 means M shell, and n is equal to 4 means N shell. Okay. Next point, the maximum number of electron that can be accommodated in a shell can be calculated by the formula 2n square. Okay, principal quantum number n gives the maximum number of electron in a shell. Maximum number of electron present in a shell. The formula to calculate that one is 2n square. Here 2 into n is the shell. If n is equal to 1 means you have to put 1 square is equal to 2 into 1 square is equal to 2. That means K shell contain 2 electrons. K shell contain, that is maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in a shell. Maximum number of electrons accommodated in K shell is 2 electrons. How we calculate? From this formula 2n square. Here n is the shell. N means shell. Now maximum number of present in the L shell. 2 into what is the value of L? L for N for L shell 2. That means 2 square is equal to 2 into 4 is equal to 8. Maximum number of electrons present in the L shell 2 electrons, L shell 8 electrons. How many electrons? 8 electrons. Now M, maximum number of electrons present in the L shell 2 into, for M shell what is the N value? 3. So 3 square is equal to 2 into 3 into 3, 9 is equal to 18. How many electrons? 18. And like that we can calculate the other shells also. Okay, next one, next point, this principal quantum number gives the energy of an electron. Last class we studied energy of an electron is equal to energy of nth orbital. Any shell can be calculated. En is equal to minus 1312.8 Z square divided by n square. And also it gives the radius, that is radius of distance between the nucleus and the electron, that is radius of atom, is equal to radius of electron, radius of electron is equal to 0.529 divided by n square divided by Z. Okay, so principal quantum number is denoted by the letter n. It gives the energy level. Energy level means it can have some values. N is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. N is equal to 1 means K shell, N is equal to 2 means L shell, N is equal to 3 means M shell, N shell. Okay, and here we can calculate the maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in the given shell also. K shell, how many electrons? 2 electrons by using this formula 2n square. L shell, 8 electrons. M shell, 18 electrons. And by this quantum number we can calculate the energy of electron in initial. Energy of electron in initial can be calculated by using this formula. En is equal to minus 1312 Z square divided by n square. This here the unit is kilojoule per mole, and here the radius, that is distance between the electron and the nucleus, is given by Rn is equal to 0.529 n square divided by Z. Here this in Armstrong unit. Okay, principal quantum number. These are all about principal quantum number. It gives the principal quantum number, gives the main energy level. What are the main energy level? K, L, M and M. Second quantum number, azimuthal quantum number. Second quantum number, azimuthal quantum number. Azimuthal quantum number is denoted by the letter azimuthal quantum number denoted by the letter L. Azimuthal quantum number denoted by the letter L, and it gives the subshells. It gives the number of subshells. It gives the subshells. Azimuthal quantum number gives the subshells. Principal quantum number gives the main shell. This gives the subshells. Okay. This also have values. Values from starting from minus L to 0 to n minus 1. 0 to value 0 to n minus 1. 0 to n minus 1. 0 to n minus 1. Values 0 to n minus 1. And each L value, that is L value, each L value start from here 0. 0, 1, 2, 3. N minus 1. 0 to n minus 1. 0 to n minus 1. This each L value represents, L is equal to value start from 0 to n minus 1. Each L value represents subshells. That means if L is equal to 0 means S. L is equal to 1 means P subshells. L is equal to 2 means D. L is equal to 3 means F subshell. It denotes subshells. Okay, azimuthal quantum number denoted by the letter L. It gives the number of subshells and the values from 0 to n minus 1. That is L is equal to 0 to 0, 1, 2, 3, and each L value represents subshells. If L is equal to, this is very, very important. This is important. If L is equal to 0 means S subshell. L is equal to 1 means P subshell. L is equal to 2 means D. L is equal to 3 means F subshell. This is very, very important. Then maximum number of electron in a subshell. Maximum number of subshell is calculated by using this formula 2 into 2L plus 1 in a subshell. Maximum number of electrons in a main shell is calculated by using this formula 2n square. Okay, maximum number of electrons in a subshell. Main shell is divided into subshells. That subshell calculate formula 2 into 2L plus 1. Suppose for example L value, L this 1 for 1, 2 into, you have to substitute for L here 1, 2 into 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 into 3 is equal to 6. Okay, so maximum number of electrons, L means here L is equal to 1 means which subshell? P subshell. P subshell contain how many electrons? 6 electrons. L is equal to 1 means P subshell. P subshell contain maximum of how many electrons? 6 electrons. Suppose if you apply L is equal to L value 0. 0 means it belongs to which orbit, which subshell? Yes. Okay. Yes. L is equal to 0. L is equal to 0 means 2 into, what is the formula? 2 into 2L plus 1. 2 into 2, 0 plus 1 is equal to 2 into 1 is equal to 2. So how many electrons present in s orbital? 2 electrons. Like that we can calculate. Okay. So maximum number of electrons in a subshell is given by what formula? 2 into 2L plus 1. L is equal to 2. L is equal to 2 means what subshell? Belongs to what subshell? D. L is equal to 2. So 2 into how many electrons in D subshell? By using this formula we can calculate 2 into 2 into 2 plus 1. So 2 into 4 plus 1, 5 is equal to 10. So how many electrons in D subshell? 10 electrons. Okay. And one more point, this by using this azimuthal quantum number, we can calculate the angular momentum. Angular momentum formula, root of L into L plus 1 into h by 2 pi. We can calculate the angular momentum of electron. Okay. Orbital angular momentum is given by using this formula L into L plus 1. These are all about azimuthal quantum number. Azimuthal quantum number is denoted by the letter L. It gives the subshell value start from 0 to n minus 1. That is L value start from 0, 0 to 0, 1, 2, 3. Each L value represents subshell. So 0, if L value 0 means it represents S. L value 1 means P. L value 2 means D. L value 3 means F. And maximum number of electrons in a subshell S. Suppose S means, you have to apply this formula. That is what formula? 2 into 2L plus 1. How many electrons in S orbital? 2 electrons. Maximum electrons in the p orbital. For p orbital, what is the L value? 1. L value is 1. So how many electrons? 6 electrons. For d orbital, what is the L value? 2. How many electrons? 10 electrons. And also orbital angular momentum also calculated by using this L. What is the formula? Root of L into L plus 1 into h by 2 pi. These are all about azimuthal quantum number. Next quantum number, magnetic quantum number. Magnetic quantum number, it is denoted by the letter M, ML. Magnetic quantum number ML. Okay. Magnetic quantum number ML. It gives the orbitals. That is, this value start from here. The magnetic quantum number value start from minus L2 plus L, minus L2 plus L through 0. Okay. This quantum number, this magnetic quantum number depends on azimuthal quantum number. Value depends on azimuthal quantum number. It represents orientation of orbital, direction of orbitals. Direction. The orbitals are directed towards which x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. About all this information given by this this quantum number, that is orientation. Orientation of orbitals. Orientation of orbitals is given by orientation, that is direction of orbitals. Direction of orbitals is given by this quantum number. The values of this quantum numbers minus L2 0 plus 1. Minus L2 0 plus 1, and this value depends on azimuthal quantum number. This value, magnetic quantum number, depends on azimuthal quantum number. Example, if L is equal to 0, L means azimuthal quantum number. L is equal to 0, M value also 0. L is equal to 0 means M value also 0. Okay, M value 0. It tells about, I already told, it tells about orbitals. That means it represents only one orientation, and totally here it contains only one orbital. It tells about orbitals, number of orbitals. L is equal to 0 means M value also 0. That means only one orientation. Magnetic quantum number, one orientation, and the total number of orbitals here is 1. Total number of orbitals, how many orbitals are present? One orbital, only one orbital. That represents, the one orbital represents s orbital, only one s orbital. Then L is equal to 1, so M also 1, but it starts from minus 1, 0 plus 1. Values start from minus 1, 0 plus 1. The possible values are minus 1, 0 plus 1. This depends, this L, M value depends on L only, L. If L 1 means M also 1, but the values, 3 values, 3 orientation, that means 3 orientation. What are they? Minus 1, 0 plus 1, minus 1, 0 plus 1. There are 3 orientation in this. So total number of orbitals, 3 orientation. How many orientation? 3. 3 orientation. They are directed towards either their orbitals are directed towards x-axis or y-axis or z-axis. 3 direction, 3 orientations. 3 orientations are possible. That represents pre-orbital. 3 orientation. Here totally 3 orbitals. How many orbitals? 3 orbital. Only one orientation means one orbital. One orbital. How I written here this s orbital? S means L value 0 means L value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is L value 0 means s orbital, p orbital, d orbital, f orbital, g. Like that. Here L is equal to 0 means one s orbital. Okay, L is equal to 0 na s orbital. Here L is equal to 1 means what orbital? P orbital. So how many p orbitals? 3 p orbitals. So p contain how many orbitals? 3 p orbitals. 3 p orbitals. P orbital contain 3 orbitals. 3p subshell contain 3 orbitals. P subshell contain 3 orbitals. Okay, because they oriented in 3 direction. Minus 1, 0 plus 1 values, that is 3 orientation, 3 orbitals. Then L is equal to 2. The M values start from minus 2. M values are possible. M values are here 2. So minus 2 starting from minus 2, minus 1, 0 plus 1 plus 2 up to 2 minus and also plus you have to write minus L2 plus L, minus L2 plus L, minus 2 to plus 2, minus 2 to plus 2. What are the values in between? Minus 2, minus 1, 0 plus 1 plus 2. So how many orientation? 5 orientation. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 orientation. 5 orientation. Here L is equal to 2 means which subshell? D. D contain how many orbitals? D contain 5 orbitals. D contain 5 orbitals. Okay. D contain 5 orbitals. Now L is equal to 3. Suppose L is equal to 3 means values start from minus L2 plus L. Minus 3 to plus 3. Okay. How to write the M values like this? Minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2. Okay. Here how many orientation? This tells about the orientation. Okay. Or directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 orientation. So L is equal to 3 means which orbital? Which subshell? F. F contain 5. How many orbitals? 7 orbitals. 7 orbitals. Okay. And the azimuthal quantum number, this next point, the magnitude of angular momentum is given by the azimuthal quantum number. Magnitude of number of angular momentum is given by this azimuthal quantum number, and this direction is given by, that is size and shape given by this this quantum number, that is azimuthal quantum number, and the orientation, direction, the lobes are directed towards x-axis or y-axis. About this all information given by this magnetic quantum number. Next point, the Zeeman effect provides the experimental. What is Zeeman effect? Splitting of spectral line in the magnetic field. Okay, that is main energy level against divided into sub-energy levels. The experimental justification given by this quantum numbers. Main energy level divided into sub-energy levels. Main energy level divided into sub-energy levels given by this quantum number. Next quantum number, magnetic quantum number representation ML. It tells about the orientation of orbital. The values start from minus L2 plus L. It depends on the L value. If L is equal to 0 means M is equal to 0. L is equal to 1 means M value start from minus 1, 2 plus 1. L is equal to 2 means minus 2, 2 plus 2. L is equal to 3 means plus minus 3 to plus 3. azimuthal quantum number gives the size and shape, but this magnetic quantum number gives the direction of the orbital. Next quantum number, spin quantum number. Spin quantum number represented by the letter M, S. Spin quantum number. Next quantum number, spin quantum number. Spin quantum number represented by the letter M, S. Okay, here it represents the spin of electron. It represents the spin of electron. Here the electron in an atom revolves not only around the nucleus but also spin about its own axis. Okay, electron in an atom not only revolves around the nucleus but also spin about its own axis. The spin about its own axis here either in a clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. Clockwise, they spin about its own axis either in a clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. Clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. Okay, corresponding to the clockwise and anti-clockwise direction, two values are possible for this spin quantum number. One is plus half, another one is minus half. Plus half and minus half. If the electron spin around the nucleus in the clockwise direction means plus value, anti-clockwise direction means minus value. So it tells about only the spin. Okay, electron spin. It tells only about the spin of electron. Two values, one is plus half and another one is minus half. Usually electrons, representation of electron is like this, upward arrow and downward arrow. For upward arrow the value is plus half, the downward arrow the value is minus half. Okay, ms plus half, minus half. Okay, now see about this quantum numbers and its significance. Quantum numbers and its significance. What are the quantum numbers we discussed? Principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number, spin quantum number. First, quantum numbers and its significance. Okay, first one, shell. First shell, which is the first shell? K shell. According to principal quantum number, first shell is K shell. K shell, what is the principal quantum number of K shell? Principal quantum number of K shell is N is equal to principal quantum number N denoted by the letter N. N is equal to 1 means what quantum number? What shell? It belongs to K shell. So N is equal to 1. Then next, maximum number of electrons. Maximum number of electrons, what is the formula? 2n square. So 2 into 1 square. K shell contain how many electrons? 2 electrons. And azimuthal quantum number letter L. Azimuthal quantum number letter L. N is equal to 1 means azimuthal quantum number, what quantum number? Azimuthal quantum number starts from 0. Azimuthal quantum number starts from 0. Then maximum number of electrons, 2 into L value 0 plus 1 is equal to 2 into 2. So maximum how many electrons? 2 electrons. Next, magnetic quantum number. If L is equal to 0, M value also 0. L is equal to 0 means M is equal to 0. Next, designation of orbital in a given shell. What designation? N principal quantum number 1. You have to write like this, principal quantum number. First write the principal quantum number and write the L. What is L? Azimuthal quantum number. Azimuthal quantum number 0 means what orbital? S orbital. So this is 1s orbital. Designation of the given shell is 1s. So K shell means only how many shell? K shell means it contains only how many subshell? Only one subshell. In a K shell, how many subshell? One shell. Okay, well, this is first energy level, that is K shell. K shell contain only one subshell. What subshell? Yes, yes only. Now next one, L shell. For L shell, what is the N value? For L shell, what is the N value? N value 2. N value 2. Then What are the possible orbitals? What are the possible orbitals? N is equal to 2, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 2 means L values are, L values starting from, what is the formula? 0 to n minus 1, 0 to n minus 1. That means 0, 0 comma n, here what n? 2 minus 1. So 0 comma 1. Okay, 0 and 1. So n is equal to 3 means what are the L values? L values are 0, 1 comma 2. Okay, 3 L values. N is equal to 4 means L values are 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, it means N is equal to 2 means it contains this L value represents, I already told, subshells, 2 subshells. 2 subshells. This one represents 3 subshells. This one represents 4 subshells. Okay. Here L is equal to 2 means two values. What are they? 0 and 1. Sorry, maximum number of electrons. This one, maximum number of electrons. 2 into 2 square is equal to 2 into 4 is equal to 8. So in a L shell, how many electrons are present? 8 electrons are present. And azimuthal quantum number gives the subshells. So L is equal to 2. Now L is equal to 2 means, N is equal to 2 means what are the L values? L is equal to 0 and 1. Okay, what is the formula? 0 to n minus 1. 0 to n minus 1. 0 to n minus 1. So 0 and 1. So you have to write 0 and 1. 0 and 1. Now what are the total number of electrons in this orbital? 2 into, that is what is the formula? Maximum number of electrons in the orbital, 2 into 2L plus 1. 2 into L value 0 plus 1 is equal to 2 into 1 is equal to 2. Okay. Next, if L is equal to 0 means M also 0. So only one orientation. That means it represents what orbital? To principal quantum. For first you have to write the principal quantum number and write the azimuthal quantum number. Azimuthal quantum number L is equal to 0 means what orbital? S orbital. Okay, azimuthal quantum number L is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. S orbital, P orbital, D orbital, F orbital. Okay. Next, 2 values for azimuthal quantum number for n is equal to 2. So next, this one, maximum number of electrons, 2 into 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 into 3 is equal to 6. How many electrons? 6. 6. And if L is equal to 1, M value also 1. L is equal to 1, M also value 1. But M value start from, M value start from minus 1 to plus 1. So what are the values? Minus 1, 0, plus 1. 3 orientation. It denotes magnetic quantum number represents orientation. What are the 3 orientations here? Minus 1, 0, plus 1. Now what is a cell? What is a designation of orbital? Shell. Which shell? Here this 1. L is equal to 1 means what subshell? P subshell. You have to write the principal quantum number before that. What? 2p. Okay. This is about L. So L shall contain 2 subshells. What are they? S and P. S and P. First K shall contain only 1 subshell. K shall contain only 1 subshell. S only. L shall contain 2 subshells. S and P. L shall contain 2 subshells. S and P. Now M shall. M means which shell? N value. What is the N value for this one? M. N value. N is equal to 3. N is the principal quantum number. Principal quantum number 3. Maximum number of electrons in M energy level. 2 into 3 square is equal to 18. Then azimuthal quantum number for this one 3. Azimuthal quantum number. What quantum number? Azimuthal quantum number. For this one, azimuthal quantum number values. What are the values? N is equal to 3 means L values 0, 1, 2. That is 0 to L value 0 to N minus 1. That means 0, 1, comma 2. 0, 1, comma 2. 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. And here maximum number of electrons 2. That means 2 into 2L plus 1, 2. And M, if L value 0 means M value also 0. So here this 0 means what orbital? S orbital. What is the principal quantum number? First you have to write to principal quantum number 3. 3s. Next L is equal to 2 means total number of electrons. You have to apply this formula. Total number of electrons 6. What are the possible orientation? Minus 1, 0, plus 1. 3 orientation. And this denotes this L is equal to 1 means what orbital? P orbital. That means principal quantum number here 3 and write 3p. Then N is equal to 2. 2 means total number of electrons. Total number of electrons 2 into 2L plus 1. So 2 into what is the L value? L value 2 plus 1. 2 into 4 plus 1, 5 is equal to 10. Total number of electrons 10. So N is equal to, L is equal to 2. So what are the M values? M values minus 2 to plus 2. Minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2. Okay, how many orientation? 5 orientation. And here this represents what orbital? Here what is the principal quantum number 3? If L is equal to 2 means what orbital? L is equal to 2 means d orbital. L is equal to 2 means d orbital. 3d. 3d. Okay, next one, last one. Last L, K, L, M, N. N shell, N energy level. That means K energy level contain only one subshell, L energy level contain 2 subshell, M energy level contain 3 subshell. Now next one, N energy level. For N energy level, what is the N value? N, principal quantum number N, K, L, M, N. Principal quantum number 4 and maximum number of electrons 4n square. 4 into N value 4. 4 square is equal to maximum number of electrons 32. Maximum number of electrons 2n square. 2 into 4 square. 16 into 2, 32. Then what are the L values? N is equal to 4 means what are the L values? 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. 0 to n minus 1. 0 to n minus 1. 0, 1, 2, 3. Then maximum number of electrons. Formula 2 into 2L plus 1. For 0, we already saw this. 0 means 2 into 2L plus 1. 2 into 0 plus 1 is equal to 2. Maximum number of electrons 2. Then if L value, this is L value 0 means this is M. M magnetic quantum number value also 0. So the designation of orbital in a given shell. Here S0 denotes what? S, what is the principal quantum number? 4s. Okay. Now next one, L value 1. L value 1 means total number of electrons 2 into 2L plus 1. 2 into 2 into 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 into 3 is equal to how many electrons? 6 electrons. 6 electrons. If L is equal to 1 means what are the M values? Minus 1, 0, plus 1. M values, 3 values. And here next you have to write the orbital name. L is equal to 1 means what orbit? P orbit. And here this quantum number, principal quantum number 4p. Okay, next 2. Total number of electrons to a maximum number of electrons in a orbital 2 into 2l plus 1 2 into 2 plus 1 is equal to 4 plus 1 10 electrons. Next, what are the possible orientations? Minus 2 here 2, so m values minus 2 minus 1 0 plus 1 plus 2. So how many orientations? 5 orientations. And L is equal to 2, which orbital? L is equal to 2 means d orbital, and which is a principal quantum number 4, so this is 4d. Then L is equal to 3. L is equal to 3 means you have to write 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 plus 1 is equal to how much? 2 into 3 6 7 7 into 2 14 electrons. Then what are the possible orientation? Next here you have to write the orientation. What are they? Minus 3 value start from minus 3 to plus 3, minus 3 minus 2 minus 1 0 plus 1 plus 2. Okay, next 7 orientations, and here this only decides the orbital. Okay, L is equal to 3 means what orbit? F orbital, and this is the principal quantum number 4, so 4 orbital. So in the nth shell contain how many orbitals? 1 2 3 4 4 orbital. Nth shell contain how many orbitals? 4 orbitals. See what are they? S P D and F. So K shall contain only one orbital, S orbital only. Okay, K shall contain only S subshell, L shall contain 2 subshells, then M shall contain 3 subshell, we saw that one. Then last N shall contain 4 subshell, S, P, D and F. K shall contain 1 subshell, L shall contain 2 subshells, M shall contain 3 subshells and L shall contain 4 subshells. Okay, clear this? Next one, shape of atomic orbitals. Shape of, next thing, shape of atomic orbitals. Okay, last class we discussed about the Schrodinger wave equation. Okay, h of psi is equal to E into psi. The solution of the Schrodinger wave equation gives the allowed energy levels, and these energy levels called eigenvalues, and the psi function corresponds to these eigenvalues are known as atomic orbitals. This E gives the eigenvalues, and this psi gives the atomic orbitals. The solution of Schrodinger wave equation for one electron system can be represented in the spherical polar coordinates. Okay, in the spherical polar coordinates for one electron system can be represented as solution of Schrodinger wave equation can be represented as like this: psi into r theta pi, r theta psi, r theta psi, r theta psi can be represented as like this, is equal to the values, psi values are r into f into theta into g into pi, g into pi. Okay, here this r means radius, r it gives the radius, this r radius, distance from the nucleus and the electron, this theta and pi, this gives the radius, this theta and psi gives the angle, theta and gives the angle. Here r, this r represents the radial wave function, and theta, f theta and g pi gives the angular wave function, radial wave function and angular wave function. It depends on the distance. The radial wave function means it depends on the distance from the nucleus, and it gives the it gives the size of orbital. This gives the, this two represents the direction from the nucleus. These two gives the shape of orbitals. This gives the size of orbital, this one gives the shape of orbitals. Then this we already last class we saw psi itself has no value, but because psi gives only the amplitude of the wave, the psi square, the square of psi square gives the probability of finding the electron in a given volume. Okay, probability of finding the electron with a given volume. Psi square gives the probability of finding the electron. Psi no value, but psi square, if you square of this one is, if you put square, this one means this side also square, so psi r square, pi square, this gives the probability of finding the electron in a given volume of space. What is probability of finding the electron? Last class we saw that is known as what? Orbital. Orbital is the region of space around the nucleus where the probability of finding the electron is maximum. This gives this chi square value. Chi square value gives the probability of finding the electron. Next one, radial distribution function. Radial distribution function of hydrogen. So in hydrogen, one electron is present. The principal quantum number n is equal to 1 for this one. In hydrogen, only one electron present. This principal quantum number 1, azimuthal quantum number L is equal to 0, and this occupies the lowest energy state, that is 1s1 orbital. Now we saw how this. Now we will going to see this. Hydrogen is present in the first orbital. Hydrogen one electron is present. The electron is present in the first orbital. Now how much distance it was the electron? See, by using one graph, that graph is known as here in the x-axis r. That is r means radius, distance between the nucleus and electron. Distance between nucleus and electron. If you draw a flat between distance r versus here r square. R square means here what? Probability of finding the electron at a given volume. Probability of finding the electron in a given volume. That is probability of finding the electrons distance from the nucleus. Probability of finding the electron at a distance from the nucleus. This r square is equal to probability of this is nucleus. Okay, electron, probability of finding the electrons at the distance from the nucleus. Probability of finding the electron at the distance from the nucleus, this r, distance from the nucleus and electron, distance from the nucleus and electron. You get a graph like this. Okay, graph like this. Here 0, r is equal to 0, r 0, this side 1, 0 0.2, 0 0.4, 0 0.5, 5, 10. That means the distance between the nucleus, this is nucleus, center of the nucleus to electron increases, this probability finding the electron decreases, this value, this increases means this one decreases. Okay, that means distance between the nucleus and the electron increases, the probability of finding the electron decreases. It shows that distance between the nucleus and the electron increases, probability finding the electron decreases. The distance between the nucleus and the electron decreases. This side decreases, this side increases. Decreases means the probability of finding the electron is increases. That means at 0 it attains maximum value. At r is equal to, r means nucleus. That is maximum probability occurs at nucleus. Maximum probability occurs at nucleus. But the probability of finding the electron in a given spherical shell is important. Here this denotes the probability of finding the electron at a given distance. Okay, from the distance, but electrons are revolving around the nucleus, so that the probability of finding the electron around the nucleus is important. For that you have to consider two spheres with radius. One is r, the another one is radius r, the other one is radius r plus dr. Okay, probability of finding the electron around the nucleus is important. For that considers two spheres, one with radius r, the other one is radius r plus dr. Now you know the volume of sphere. This is sphere. You know the volume of sphere formula. What is the formula? 4/3 pi r cube. Okay. Change in volume with respect to this is volume of sphere is equal to 4/3 pi r cube. Next, changing volume, change in differentiate with respect to r. That means change in volume with respect to r is equal to 4/3 into pi r. Here this r 4/3 pi r cube. Here the differentiation of r cube, that is n x n minus 1, that is 3 r 3 minus 1, 3 r square. So pi into 3 r square, pi into 3 r square, 3 r square, and this 3 and 3 can cancel, remaining dv by dr. Change in volume with respect to here this volume, this sphere, the sphere of this volume is dv. Okay, change in volume with respect to dr is equal to 4 into pi r square. 4 into pi r square. Now rearrange the equation. dv is equal to 4 pi r square into dr. This is change in volume with respect to dr. Now probability density. Probability of finding the density at a given volume. Probability of finding, that is psi square. Psi square only give the, already told, psi square only give the probability of finding the electron in a given volume, that is psi square. So you have to multiply psi square with both the sides. So psi square into dv is equal to 4 pi r square psi square into dr. Psi square into dr. This is known as probability of finding the electron in a given volume. Probability of finding the given volume around the nucleus. This value gives the probability of finding the electron around the nucleus in a given volume. Okay. Now let us see about the different curves, that is graph regarding this one, probability of finding the electron. That curves are known as radial probability distribution curves. That curves are known as radial probability distribution curves. Radial probability distribution curves. What are radial probability distribution curves? Means it is a graph drawn between probability of density of electron, which is denoted by the letter probability of density, a curve drawn between probability density of electron, probability density of electron, that is 4. Now we got the answer like 4 pi r square psi square into dr. Probability, this is known as probability density of electron versus r. Okay, this is known as radial probability distribution curves. For first one, here this oneness orbital. Now let us see about oneness orbital. For oneness orbital, that means the probability density of electron versus r, means it gives the graph like this. Okay, it denotes that here r, here this one 4 pi r square psi square into dv. What is this? Probability density of electron. Probability density, that means nucleus, around the nucleus, in which place the electron is revolving, which place the possibility of finding the electron is maximum. Probability of electron versus r. So for oneness orbital, you will get the only one peak. It denotes that distance between the nucleus and the electron increases, the probability decreases, but this around the nucleus, it gives one maximum. Okay, that distance here are almost 0. Maximum probability occurs as 0.52 for oneness electron of hydrogen. So maximum probability, this is, this is the Bohr radius. What is the Bohr radius? Bohr radius Rn is equal to 0.529. So the maximum probability of finding the electron is at which distance? 0.52. Here for oneness electron, only one peak we get. That means the maximum probability occurs at this distance. This distance is known as Bohr radius. Probability of finding the electron is maximum at this distance. Which distance? 0.52. So also we can calculate this maximas and nodes by using this formula, angular nodes formula. How many maximas and how many nodes? Nodes means the probability of finding the electron is 0. What are nodes? In that place, the probability is 0. Probability of finding the electron, the particular place, the probability of finding the electron is 0. Probability of finding the electron is 0 means that place is known as node. Probability of finding the electron is 0 means that place is known as node. Probability of finding the electron maximum, that is known as this place is maximum. This is known as maximas. Probability of finding the electron, maximas. Okay, maximum means this place the probability of finding the electron is maximum. Here in these places, my probability of finding the electrons is almost 0. These places are known as node. Okay, so angular nodes formula n minus L minus 1. N minus L minus 1. This is for oneness orbital. For oneness orbital, n value 1, L value 0, and this minus 1 from formula minus 1 is equal to 0. Here this tells about node. So how many nodes for n 1s orbital? 0 nodes. And how many maximas? Maximas you can calculate from n minus 1. N minus 1. Maximas n principal quantum number 1 minus 1 is equal to principal quantum number 0. N minus L, only one maxima. One maxima. First, next one for 2s orbital. For 2s orbital, number of nodes for 2s orbital n minus L minus 1. N value 2 minus L value for s orbital 0 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. So how many nodes for 2s orbital? Only one node. One node. And how many maximas? Maximas formula n minus L. N minus L. N2 minus L value for this s orbital 0 is equal to 2. So 2s orbital, if you draw a graph between probability density of electron, that is 4 pi square psi square into dr, 4 pi square r square psi square into dr against this radius, you will get one node and two maximas. That means this one node and two maximas. Okay, it means the probability of finding the electron, first distance increases, reaches a maximum, then decreases 0. So this place is known as node. Already told what is node. Node is a probability of finding the electron is 0. Here in this place we cannot able to see the electron. Okay, that is known as node. And this two peak is known as this maximas. How many maximas we obtain? Two maximas. One node and two maximas for 2s orbital. One node for 2s orbital. This is 1s orbital, means 2s orbital contain one node and two maximas. Then next one for 3s orbital. For 3s orbital formula for calculating the node n minus L minus 1. N value 3 minus L value 1 minus 1 is equal to 3 minus 0 minus 1 is equal to 1. For 3s orbital, 3s here 0. 0 means 3 minus 0 minus 1. 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So how many node? Two nodes. And how many maximas? N minus L. N value 3, L value for this one is 0 is equal to 3. How many maximas? 3 maximas. So if you draw a graph between, that is radial probability distribution curve of 3s orbital, means you will get how many nodes? Two nodes with 3 maximas. Two nodes like this. Node means the density is 0 here. 1, 2, 2 nodes, 3. Here the probability density is 0. This is node, this is another node. And how many maximas? 3 maximas. 1, 2, 3. You will get 3 maximas and 2 nodes. And next one, the radial probability distribution curve of 3p orbital. 3p orbital, that is the graph between radius and the probability distribution of electron, that is 4 pi square r square psi square. Okay, how many nodes for this one? 3 minus, what is the L value? 3 n minus L minus 1. Radial nodes calculate பண்ற formula n minus L minus 1. 3 minus p orbital 0 minus 1 is equal to 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So how many nodes for 3p orbital? 3p orbital, 2 nodes. What are they? That is the possibility of finding the electron first increases, then decreases. This place node, then again increases, then decreases. Here also node. 2 nodes and with how many maxima? L minus n minus L. 3 minus L value for this one is 1 is equal to 2. To how many maximas? 2 maximas. For 3p orbitals, the radial probability distribution curve gives 2 nodes and 2 maximas. Okay, 2 nodes and 2 maximas. Then for 3d orbital, last one for 3d orbital. 3D orbital, the radial probability distribution curves. Radial probability distribution curves for 3D orbital. 3D orbital. Radial distribution curves. The graph drawn between radius and probability density of electron. 4 pi square r square side. Okay. So for 3D orbital angular nodes formula n minus L minus 1. N principal quantum number 3 minus L value for d orbital 2 minus 1. So 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. So how many nodes? No nodes. For 0 and 3D orbital, no nodes. And how many maximas? For maximas formula n minus L. N 3, L value 2 is equal to 1. How many maximas? So the curve like this. Okay. Only one maxima and no node. Okay. No node for 3D orbital. These are the graph for radial probability distribution curves, that is the graph drawn between probability density of electron, that means 4 pi r square psi square, probability density of electron versus r. Okay, and here we get node and maximas. What is node? Node means in that place the probability of finding the electron is 0, that is known as node. What is the formula to calculate the node and angular nodes? This gives the node. This gives the nodes n minus L minus 1. This gives the maximas, which is formula n minus L. By using this formula we can draw the graph. Okay. Thank you students. Revise this quantum numbers.